GameStars.com.
Hey, I'm giving you guys a product review, another product review, and it's something that I've used during my entire duration of YouTube and Twitch. It is the Elgato. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have heard about Elgato. They're very, very popular. Just real quick, the footage that you guys see right here, it's from YouTube. Elgato has a feature where you can add in a web page, so you guys aren't staring at a black screen while I'm doing this. So, if you guys don't know what Elgato is, it is a game capture device that allows you to upload gameplays, clip footage, record, stream, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to do with it. You're able to use the Elgato to capture, say, console. Right now I'm capturing PC. And it's a great tool for any beginner if you guys are just trying to start streaming or trying to do YouTube for the first time ever. The settings, the stuff that they explain in this software is a lot easier to understand than many platforms out there today. The in-depth platforms, yes, you could do a little more with, but you will end up losing your mind trying to understand all of it. So they actually do a very good job being user-friendly with this software, and it's easy to install. They have multiple versions of the Elgato. I've been with Elgato since their first release, and I must say they have improved tenfold. I love their product. I will go through some pros and cons to their older product, and up till now to their product that they actually just sent me to test out. So to jump in, the Elgato HD60 Pro is what I have right now. Game Capture HD60 Pro. The original Elgato is just called the Elgato Game Capture. So the problem with that, if you guys look at my YouTube, all of that HD footage that I had uploaded, that wasn't cut from the live stream, that looked very good, it was captured in 720 60 frames. Now, as an FPS player, I have always been keen to 30 FPS and 60 FPS gameplay, and I wanted to give you guys 60 at least. So the problem with that was the Xbox 360 systems and PS3, they would only do 720 60 frames. So I wasn't happy with that. So I actually had to keep the console stuck on 720. And the problem with the Elgatos back then is they only had 1080p 30 frames. So either way, you guys weren't getting 60 frames in any way, shape, or form for the 1080. So I was stuck with the 720, and I was actually stuck playing on 720 on the console because you actually had the resolution set to 720 and play, or else it wouldn't capture anything. So that was my only gripe back then. And with the HD60 Pro, or with just the HD60 in itself, you're able to get 1080p 60 frames. Great. I love it. That's all I've wanted from them. So that's a positive in my book. But the greatest feature that kept me going, even if I was stuck at 720, was down here, this time shift feature. It is amazing for recording. It's amazing for, capturing gameplay on the fly. Let's say you're doing a 5-hour game session with your buddies, and you have an Elgato, and you start it up on your PC. You don't have to even hit record. With this time shift feature, it's capturing everything that's happening during that 5-hour session. And it'll only record and save to your hard drive in bulk whenever you adjust this slider. So let's say 5-hour session, you got fourth map in, you got an amazing gameplay. After that gameplay, you're able to slide this time shift feature down to the beginning of, let's say, when the map started. Let's say it's right here, quarter way in. Hit record. It'll clip from wherever you started up to that point of when you started hitting record. So it saved that entire map and then some. So I already have a gameplay clipped right here. And actually, let's see if I can go back. Yes, I can. Good deal. Restore original video. There we go. There it is. All right. So let's say it clipped out at the beginning, perfect. It shows the loading screen. And then you come all the way over here to the end and it has some parts that you don't want to see. Well, with this, you're able to actually split the segment. So let's say at the end of this, it's pregame lobby or something. You want to get that out of there. Boom, hit that. That'll actually cut out that portion and you hit delete on your keyboard. And then it'll actually just save the scoreboard and whatnot. So you're able to utilize splitting segments just like that. Or if you're trying to create a montage later on down the road, you got a full game, you can actually just clip out like, oh man, I got an awesome kill here, and then to here. Same thing, clip, and then clip, delete this, delete that, and it'll save that little clip right there. Now, automatically, I have mine set up to where whenever I hit that record button, it automatically uploads into MP4. So whenever you do that and you switch to the edit tab down here at the bottom of the screen, you're going to have like a processing bar. Once that's full, that means the video's been fully converted. So it has that feature. And then whenever you have this segment clipped out, let's say you're trying to do a montage, you hit this again, and then you'll see it down here pop up. Processing one video, boom, you got that set up down in here. Window will pop up to show you where it's actually saved, so that's convenient. So you're not sitting there searching your computer, oh man, where is this saving? You could also go into this and find out where you want it saved. Where is it at? There it is, capture. So you're actually able to show or choose the location of where you're going to save your footage and whatnot. But that's a great feature in itself for any beginner. If you guys aren't used to any video editing software, my first go, I was confused. I was confused for days. This is very, very simplified. I like it personally. And you're actually able to upload straight to YouTube, straight to Facebook, Twitter, email, whatever's listed here, you're able to do. So that's a great feature in itself. Let me get the footage back. So there's that. Now if we go back to the capture portion, you're actually able to live stream straight from the software as well. Now this right here, if you guys have ever tried to use like OBS and XSplit, it's going to look foreign to you. Nothing's going to make sense, especially setting it up. And if you just decide to start streaming, it's probably going to look like a potato. So you do not want to do that. You kind of want to go in depth and read up on what your settings are going to be on that software and whatnot. Well, with this, it's very simplified. This is your upload. This number right here is your upload. So I do not have 8 megs. 8 megs I would say is recommended for like 1080p live streaming. But even then, I wouldn't worry about that. Stick to 720 if you're going to stream. But this is your upload slider. You set it to whatever type of upload you have. You don't want to max out your upload when you're live streaming. Just a tip. And then you're able to stream to Twitch, YouTube, Ustream, RTMP, whatever. So it has all of the popular sites on it. You then are able to do live commentaries as well. So let's say you're not streaming, you're doing a recording, or you're playing, let's say, Dark Souls for 5 hours, right? And you're going to be discussing what you're doing, what your plans are, so on and so forth. They have a live commentary feature here. So as long as you have a microphone plugged into the computer the Elgato's plugged into, you're able to record your voice. Now, one of the great features, again, this is on par with the time shift feature, is it'll automatically reduce game sound while you're talking. So you just hit this live commentary, and you'll see my mic going up and down. It's picking up my voice. And what happens is there's any background noise from like the game, it'll reduce automatically and pick up your voice more. And then you're able to adjust it if you want. This is your game audio. If you want it lower, or if you want this higher, you know, obviously you don't want to be in the red like that. It sounds like crap. But it's a great tool, in my opinion. Again, if you guys are not familiar with any video editing software, this simplifies it to the max. It does it for you. I love that feature as well. Thumbs up for that as well. And that's pretty much the gist of what I use Elgato for. They have added many, many features to this. They've added custom overlays and whatnot. But me, personally, I just clip the footage. Clip the footage, keep it in HD, and upload. Now, if you guys have been watching some of my past, well, most recent actually, YouTube videos, my computer's been down. I haven't been able to actually HD record. So what the problem with that is I would record using, let's say, OBS, but I'd be watching it from theater and recording from that. So that was a problem in itself. You don't get raw footage from watching any type of theater mode on any of the Call of Duties, starting from Black Ops 1 on up. It's just, it looks too smoothed down. It's server side. All of the movement and reactions and the twitch aiming and all of that stuff doesn't come into play when you're watching in theater. It leaves a lot of elements out, and I don't like that personally. So, to me, anything HD live captured like this, not using theater, is a plus in any type of gameplay. And if you guys are trying to develop a gameplay channel like I've been doing for the past few years, this is a go-to, especially if you're a beginner. And I still use it. I say I'm a little advanced. If you guys know Testosterone from my stream, he's been giving me some insight on what to do and what to improve, because he's very knowledgeable in this area. And I still use this. So it's a great tool. You have the HD60, which is an external USB 3.0, which you could fit in your pocket. You could take your laptop with you, and you could use it like that. You could use it on the fly. And then with the HD60 Pro, it actually plugs into your motherboard. It's a PCI Express. So me personally, I prefer having it plugged into my PCI Express, and I've always went with PCI Express. But I actually do have an HD60 external as well, the USB 3.0. So I have two of them. Another good feature, if you guys are like worried about your hard drive space and whatnot, is the quality bar. So on here, best will do the 27.1 gigabytes an hour. If you guys are worried about your drive space, now remember, this is a quality bar, so it'll actually make your recording look a lot better, as opposed to being a good and best whatnot, go back and forth, whatever. So again, hard drive usage, let's say you want to go in between, it'll adjust. Now it's 14 gigabytes an hour. So there's that. And if you're not worried about hard drive space, you also have to take in consideration that's going to be, if you're going to upload an hour gameplay, that's upload. You're going to be uploading 14 gigs. Now, if you don't have the upload bandwidth, that's going to take a long time. So again, for an hour, you could drop it down even lower. 8.9 gigs. Not enough, but most people won't be, well, I wouldn't say it's enough, it's plenty. But most people won't be uploading an hour worth of gameplay. So this, actually 10 minutes worth, you're probably going to end up in the hundreds megs. 100 megs area. So that's not too bad. Again, keep it in the middle. I think by default it's in the middle. Me currently, I could care less. I'll put it on best and upload it. Whatever. So it's up to you, honestly. You can actually adjust the saturation and brightness on the stream, or not the stream, but the recording, and actually it affects your stream as well. So that's another good feature. You definitely want to play around with that. Input device, I've honestly have used any of these, and I haven't noticed a difference in like say I'm on PS4, but I'm using the Xbox One input device. I didn't notice a difference. It still picked up the video feed. Video still looks fine. So as far as this goes, I might have to do more research, or I could ask Testy. But I honestly don't see a difference. You can mess around with that anyway, shape or form. So these are some amazing features. Very simple. If you guys have any questions, like I said, go on their forum, ask. Like I said, some people on social media will more than likely have an Elgato or have experience with Elgato, and they can help you out as well. Very popular brand. They've been reaching into the gaming world. God, heard about Elgato 5 years ago. So they've grown exponentially since then. So I like it. I still use it. Thumbs up. Definitely worth the purchase. Give this video a thumbs up. Put some questions in the comments. If you have any questions, me, Testy, we'll try to answer them as best as we can. If I left anything out, if you guys want to know more, if you guys want another follow-up video, an in-depth video, settings that I use personally, put it in the comment section. Thumb it up, and I'll check in back later, man. Thanks for watching. Peace out.